Have you ever looked at your cat, really looked at them, and wondered if you actually understand a single thing they do? Because I used to think I did. And then I learned what's actually happening when my cat shoves their butt in my face, when they steal my seat the second I stand up, when they lick me and then immediately bite me. And I realized I had been misreading my cat for years, every single day, without knowing. And the worst part? Most cat owners never find out. They go their entire lives thinking their cat is just weird, when actually their cat has been communicating clearly, consistently, and patiently in a language their owner never learned to read. This video is that language. 9 behaviors, 9 real meanings. And I promise you, by the time we get to number 8, you're gonna look at your cat completely differently. Let's go. And before we start, I wanna be honest with you. Some of what I'm about to tell you is going to make you feel a little guilty. That's okay, because after this video, you'll know exactly what to do differently, and your cat will notice. They always do. Behavior 1, raising their butt. You pet your cat near the base of their tail, and up goes the butt. The whole back end just lifts, like a broken car jack. And you're standing there thinking, is this good? Is this an emergency? Do I stop? Do I keep going? Should I call someone? Here's what's actually happening. That area is one of the most nerve-dense spots on your cat's entire body. When you hit it right, your cat isn't being weird, they're telling you in the only way they can, yes, right there, that's the spot. Don't move, don't breathe, don't stop. But here's the part that's going to change how you see your cat. That same butt raise is also a trust signal. In cat social communication, presenting your rear to another animal is vulnerable. It says, I'm not afraid of you. You're safe. You're one of mine. So the next time your cat lifts their butt when you walk past, they're not being ridiculous. That's their version of a hug. You've just been too confused to hug back. And number 2 is something you've probably seen your cat do this morning, but I guarantee you've never understood what it actually means. Behavior 2, covering their face. Sleeping with both paws pressed directly over their face. It looks adorable. It looks dramatic. It looks like your cat just got off a 14-hour shift and needs everyone, including you, to leave them alone immediately. But here's what nobody tells you. There's a survival reason behind it. 2 of them, actually. First, cats run hotter than humans, around 101 to 102 degrees Fahrenheit, and the nose is where heat escapes fastest. That paw isn't random. That paw is a thermal shield, a built-in heat conservation system your cat was born knowing how to use. Second, and this is the one most people never think about, cats are built to be active at dawn and dusk, which means in the middle of the day, when you're awake and moving around, your cat is fighting their biology to stay asleep. They need darkness, and since nobody gave them blackout curtains, they built their own, with their face. 1 paw, 2 problems solved, no tools required. And here's what that tells you about your cat that most owners completely miss. Your cat is not just lying there randomly. Every position, every posture, every strange thing they do has a reason behind it, a logic, a language. And once you start seeing it, you can't unsee it. Number 3 is coming up, and it's the one that sounds like a complaint, but is actually a compliment.
Behavior 3, meowing constantly. Some cats barely make a sound. Others act like they have a PhD in complaining and are not afraid to use it at 3 a.m. directly into your face. Excessive meowing always means something specific. Most common, attention-seeking. Cats learn fast that meowing produces results. Food appears, doors open, humans look up from their phones. Once they learn that sound gets results, they use it strategically every single time. But sometimes it goes deeper. Stress, illness, and cognitive changes in older cats can all trigger sudden increases in vocalization. If your cat has always been quiet and suddenly becomes loud, pay attention. Their body might be telling you something their behavior can't. And here's the twist most owners never expect. Some cats aren't meowing because something is wrong. They're meowing because something feels right. They chose you as the one worth talking to. And honestly, that's kind of everything. But number 4 is going to make you question every single cuddle session you've ever had with your cat. And hey, if this is already changing the way you see your cat, hit that like button and subscribe. Okay, back to it. Because 1 second, your cat loves you, and the next second, they bite you. Behavior 4,
licking, then biting. Your cat gives your hand one slow, deliberate lick and then bites down. You pull back. They look at you like you completely overreacted. That lick then bite sequence is not aggression. It has a name: allo-grooming. In the wild, cats groom the colony members they are most bonded to. The licking is pure affection. They're treating you like family. You're not being bitten, you're being maintained. But if the bite gets harder or comes after prolonged contact, the message changes entirely. That's their final warning signal. The lick is grace. The bite is the last resort. Learn to tell the difference and your cat will never have to use the second one again. And number 5 is going to explain something you've probably been taking personally for years, starting with the expensive bed your cat completely ignored. Behavior 5, changing sleeping spots. Never sleeping in the same spot twice. You buy a beautiful bed, memory foam, heated. They sleep in it exactly once. Then it's the laundry pile, then the bathroom floor, then a cardboard box that smells like packing tape. A study published in Applied Animal Behavior Science surveyed over 1,100 cats and found that on average, cats have 5 preferred sleeping locations and rotate between them constantly. That's not pickiness, that's survival intelligence. In the wild, a predator who sleeps in the same spot every night becomes predictable. Your cat isn't rejecting the bed you bought. They're running an ancient territorial rotation that has kept their species alive for thousands of years. Behavior 7, stealing your seat. Stealing your exact seat the second you stand up. You're gone 30 seconds. Your cat is sitting dead center in your spot, looking directly at you, completely unbothered, like they signed a lease and you're the one trespassing. Most people think it's dominance. It's not. Your cat is taking your seat because it smells like you. That spot is the warmest, most you-scented place in the room. Your scent is comfort. Your scent is safety. They're not stealing your seat. They're sitting in the one place that feels most like being next to you. That cat didn't want your seat. They wanted you to come back to it. And number 7 happens every morning on your lap, and the real meaning behind it will completely change how you feel when it does. Behavior 8. Kneading. That slow, rhythmic push, push, push into your stomach at 6 a.m. Sometimes the claws come out, sometimes they drool, and they always look completely gone. Kneading starts within hours of birth. Kittens press rhythmically against their mother to stimulate milk. That motion gets linked deep in their nervous system with warmth, safety, and love, the most foundational feelings a living creature can have. Behavior 8. Dilated pupils. You look at your cat and their eyes are huge, wide, dark, almost entirely black. The room isn't dark, nothing is moving. Most people think, oh, playful. But pupil dilation is one of the most honest signals a cat has. They cannot fake it. They cannot control it. This is the one I told you to stay for. When pupils dilate in normal lighting with no obvious stimulus, their nervous system is reacting to something emotional, something real. Chronic low-level stress presents with dilated pupils more consistently than almost any other visible sign. If your cat frequently has dilated pupils in calm, quiet moments, they may not be as calm as they look, because cats are extraordinarily good at hiding what hurts them. Show no weakness, feel everything, say nothing, watch the eyes. They don't lie, they never have. Behavior 9. Choosing to sleep with you every single night. Of all the places in your home, every quiet corner, every sunny windowsill, every soft surface that doesn't move or breathe, your cat walks past all of it and climbs into bed with you. Most people think it's about warmth, but sleep is when a cat is at their absolute most vulnerable. Every instinct they carry tells them to find somewhere hidden, somewhere safe, and instead they choose you, a large, unpredictable, occasionally snoring human 15 times their size. That is not a decision made for warmth. That is trust so complete it overrides every survival instinct they have.